Welcome back to No Agendas. I'm Bob Picker and I'm joined here with John Sullivan, and this will be the final game of the store championship that we held on March 22nd, 2014, and I'll let John introduce the players here.
Yeah, sure. Nice little new opening thing for our videos here. But we got Ken Keller in the final round here versus Jamie Phillips. Ken is going to be running good old Waylon, and Jamie's got his Kate deck again, which we saw in the first round.
Yeah, all Ken has to do is win one game, and he has the championship.
Right, because he had 11 prestige, and everybody in second only had 8. So, yeah, 2 gives him the win. So he just needs to win one of the 2 games. So.
Yeah, we saw Jamie earlier, so he's back at the final table though.
Yeah, looks like we're starting a little bit in. So Ken's got, two ice over, an ice over HQ, and ice over R&D. Jamie's already got Kate going.
They're so excited to get started. They haven't even got their tokens out.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I think I said, hey, wait, we got to get the camera rolling, and they said, oh, whoa. So they were still trying to get their stuff set up. Gotcha. And they were still playing. So yeah. So yeah, I think this is just at the end of the first turn.
Right, looks like it.
Yeah, so I think actually Jamie just plays Kate, tapped her, and then installs a self-modifying code, passes over to Ken. So here we go.
I'm guessing he drew a card with his...
No, he took a money.
Took a money?
He took a money on his first turn, so he's got 6 money.
I don't think so.
So scores out of hand.
Yeah, hostile takeover, which is easy. 7 credits, activates Archer. Love making people run into Archer.
Yeah, that bad pub will come back to haunt Jamie, I think, here. You'll see. Just wait for it.
Look, we got Snare in the hand, a couple agendas. It's always fun to see. Love running into snares from Waylon. Well, Jamie's got a clone chip. Can't see much else, so
he's drawing up, installs a clone chip on the last turn here. So just trying to get his recursion rig set up. He's running Atman on this. I think I was kind of surprised to see Atman in this, but he actually ran the Kate Atman combo.
That does work very well, and the only major counter to it really is Swordsman, and so very few people actually run Swordsman, so...
Yeah, unless you're seeing Jinteki.
Yeah, Jinteki will run it just because it's good, but it's nice to stop Crypsis. But I've rarely seen Swordsman really be as deadly as many people thought it would be when it first was previewed.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of Crypsis except maybe in a noise deck nowadays because of the introduction of Knight and Atman and all the other AIs that you got floating around now.
Yeah, I mean Swordsman would be good to kill a Knight. Actually, nice. Looks like Jamie drew his toolbox. I think he's got a demo run in his hand.
Yeah, he's got the demo run. Yeah, we saw that earlier in the tournament. I haven't seen him play it yet. It's almost been a dead card. He hasn't got it out. He gets Plasticrete out.
Well, I mean, I guess does he have HQ interfaces in there or something? I guess you could demo run R&D off of R&D interfaces, which could be good and bad. Is that a rabbit hole?
Yep, we got rabbit hole. Looks like Ken's just sitting pretty. Installed behind the one ice. How much you want to bet that's an Archer?
Over the remote?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, now he's got 2 1-point agendas, so he's got plenty of Archer food.
Yeah, false lead can always be fun for really ruining a combo. They pull that snare and then you drop false lead on them and they're stuck with that tag until next turn. It's a nice little combo. Katie's getting lots and lots of money.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get everything set up, get the cheap stuff out on the board. So then when he takes Katie, he can come out. He's got self-modifying codes, so he can bring out an Atman whenever he wants it.
Yeah, here comes the rabbit hole for a credit, and he's not going to get more. See, I don't like that play.
I'd rather put Dyson memory chip in if you're going to do that.
Yeah. Then again, I guess against Waylon, unless you run into the random like flare that I believe we saw someone playing earlier, there's not many traces. I guess Kadoosh.
Yeah. Well, so he power shuts down, gets rid of the clone chip, or I mean, the self-modifying code.
Yeah.
Installs again into the remote. Looks like he advances at 1, so he's going to try to score another one here. Okay, now, all right. So Jamie's gonna take the run now. So
Yeah, he's got the money. I mean, he's gonna be able to break whatever that is. But Ken should have known that. Maybe he's just trying to force him.
Here it comes.
I don't see pure.
Oh, okay. Ken asks how much money he has. That's always a bad sign.
13. So.
Well, he's got enough to res the archer if it's an archer. He's got the agenda scored.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there it is.
Archer.
Ooh.
So he's gonna pay. Well, I guess he may not pay it. I think. Let's see. It's gonna be 2 credits to use self-modifying code, 9 to go get fem, 4 to break it,
or an admin. If you go
yeah, you go.
He's running an admin, so you can go get admin. So that's 3 to install plus 3. No, 6 to get straight. So there's a 9 right there plus the 2, 11.
Yeah. So he could do it. I mean, which looks like he's going to.
Yep. So clone chips together get SMC.
Activates SMC to go get.
That's a great combo.
Oh, it's a beautiful combo. Anything you can do in the middle, it is. Is it going to be Otman?
Yeah. Wait till Savoir Faire comes out.
Yeah, Savoir Faire is going to make the criminals have even more fun.
Okay, so he makes it up to a 6 strength Atman. Ooh, that's expensive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to cost 2 less. 1 for the bad pub, and then 1 for Kate.
Yeah, watch. So he should have 2 credits left. He should be able to get in if he remembers the bad pub.
Gotcha. Well, Alman's 9. Yeah. I'm guessing he doesn't.
Well, it's back on Ken's card, so let's just see. Because normally when I get bad pub, I always put it right out in front of me, so I always know that I have a credit during my runs. But
yeah.
I don't see it out in front of Jamie.
Oh, he takes the wrong amount of money too. He should actually have.
No, he should only have 2 left.
Get 13, drops it to 11. Otman costs 9 minus 1 for it being Kate, so it should have been 8.
No, because he used clone chip, or the SMC was the first install that he did.
You're right. Oh, then yeah, I mean, bad pub even hurts him even more. The lack of not running the bad pub.
So he should be able to get through with the bad pub. He's still got 2 credits and a bad
Sure.
pub, so he should be able to get through. But I think he forgets here because about the bad pub, and he ends a run.
Yeah, just break the 2 trash program.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, when I get bad pub, I almost always put it with my credit pool now. It just seems. Yeah, oh look, Jamie forgets 1 bad pub. Yeah, I always put my bad pub with my credit pool. That way, when I'm going to spend money, I definitely see it every time. And that seems to be I saw someone do it. I think it was on another video, and I was just like, oh, that's a great idea. You never forget bad pub that way, and I've yet to forget bad pub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Full R&D run. Nothing. Can't force Ken to spend some money. I'm sure Ken just wants the points. Yeah. It's almost a sure sign that.
Ooh, there's a restructured.
He's going to score an agenda now because it's got 1 on it. Is it geothermal fracking maybe? Or yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Hey, thermal fracking. Good old Waylon, always using nature's resources to build a better world.
Earthquakes included.
Yeah.
Especially since Chile, man. Maybe Waylon's been working down in Chile or something.
Right. Hey, earthquakes are just nature demolishing buildings for you.
Heck, you lived in California. You know all about that.
Yeah, earthquakes were fun. Oh, he gets an agenda off the top.
Oh, 2
in a row.
with a maker's eye.
Not a little good luck, maybe to make up, maybe some karma for missing that bad pub earlier and not scoring the fracking.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, he could be 6 ahead right now. Most likely. I mean, I don't think he should have done. Oh, did he take an extra click?
Yeah. Jamie here takes an extra click, and I don't. He took an extra card. He drew an extra card because I think he drew a card, put money on Kate, did Maker's Eye, and then took another card and took another card or something like that. So. Gotcha.
I guess that's a good reason why you should track your opponent's clicks. A lot of people do that in the really big tournaments, and it's a good reason for it there.
All right. So now Ken's just. Well, he can get into this. He's got the Otman at 6, so it's 3 to get in. So he can get in every turn if he wants.
Right. Yeah, which makes it an interesting play unless he's trying to bait him, but I mean the snare's in his hand.
Is the snare still in his hand?
Yeah, the snare's still in his hand. So I guess maybe he can't. No, he could get 3 money, have 4 credits. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got the BP too if he actually remembers.
Yeah, so it's actually 2 money. Yeah, if he remembers it this time. Ken doesn't have a lot of money right now. He's kind of short on cash, but he can spend those tokens anytime he wants to go get more money. Just gives him more BP.
Yeah. Well, sure. I mean, oh well, we're gonna get the run.
Yep.
So, is he gonna give Ken money or is he gonna remember his BP?
Give Ken money.
Gave Ken money. Huh. And I don't know what that was. You know what that was? Obviously, was an agenda.
No, it wasn't an agenda.
Grendel Refinery, maybe. Action or Jackson Howard. Yeah, Action Jackson. It's Action Jackson.
Yeah. There's another archer sitting in Ken's hand. Just what Jamie wants to see.
Yeah.
Oh, and he puts it out there. Oh, double archer.
I don't know if that's the best decision. I guess it depends on what the other ice in his hand was.
I think I would have put it over R&D personally.
Well,
I mean, because you know he's going to go digging through R&D. So you put it
true.
over R&D to make sure whatever dig he's got is going to be expensive.
Yeah, I can't see what that other ice is in his hand. But he missed the BP from Archer as Tottenham. Yeah, at least he caught on, I guess. Good to have those little notes in there that you put.
Yeah, well, it's funny because when you're listening to the video, he goes, "Oh, I forgot! I could have got into that agenda." After he sees him take the geofracking token off.
This is an interesting decision by Ken, doing power shutdown for 3. Yeah, why wouldn't you trash the rabbit hole?
Yeah.
It seems like an interesting choice.
So there's 3 cards, goes into archives.
I'm hoping that's a Jackson then, because if any of those were agendas, you definitely don't want to give the game away. Especially killing a rabbit hole. I mean, I don't know if he did. Does he have another one in his hand?
Well, that was good for Jamie because he had the Plasticrete out and
Ottman. Yeah.
And Ottman and the rabbit hole, so it kind of forced Ken's hand.
Right. A
little bit. He couldn't really target the 3s efficiently.
Oh, is that a nerve agent in his hand?
Yeah, I think that's nerve agent.
I guess I could see that comboing with demo run, but well, there's the data sucker at least. So
I think I'd rather put hemorrhage in.
Oh, the hemorrhage.
The hemorrhage would be sweet. I mean, I'm gonna try that Kate hemorrhage deck and just, if I don't get it from R&D, I'm just gonna suck it out of your hand.
Yeah, I guess that's true because hemorrhage builds counters on any run, right?
Yep, on any run.
Yeah, so it's not a bad plan. Just depends on what else you're using your memory on. Not your memory, your influence.
Yep. All right, so now he puts 3 layers of ice. Wow.
We know one's an archer, and we don't know what the other one is. A little restructure.
There we go.
So that card's pretty safe, whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now Ken is rich as Waylon. Back to normal Waylon instead of being poor Waylon.
I think it was a Scorched Earth in his hand. Snare and Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. With Katie, get his card. There's no self-modifying code, but can't put it into play. Oh yeah, you can put it into play.
Yeah, for free.
Oh. Yeah, for extra free. Okay, puts. Did you do 5 again?
Yep, I think he took 5
5
clicks again.
3. Huh. Well, it's definitely something you got to pay attention to. I wonder why Ken didn't notice it.
Yeah, I think later Ken starts to ask him out what click he's on.
Right. Makes sense.
Wow, there's a super server if I ever saw one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's really...
I would be protecting R&D. I mean, he's already played 1 Maker's Eye against you.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, all it takes is, Jamie's at 4 points. All it takes is a priority wreck and you're done.
Right.
So I think you got to ice up R&D here.
Yeah, I mean, because you only got 1 Ottman, and you can't push up ice strength. So yeah, there's Jack.
All right. So he reses him, uses his ability. Oh, it goes to get the power. You try to get rid of that Plasticrete and Ottman, I'm sure.
Yeah, but now you have a self-modifying code in the way. You have a data sucker in the way. I mean,
a lot of cheap things that he can throw out.
Yeah, Schaefer's rather good at having lots of annoying cheap things. So like, oh, that's okay, I'll trash that. But then again, actually being able to trash the self-modifying code would be really helpful. You don't want him going to getting that data sucker up and then getting a 0 Ottman or something. That's another thing I like is putting Jackson face down with the agenda pile. Saw that in a video and I started doing that because, you end up losing Jackson halfway through the tournament and you only have 1 or 2 left in your deck. You're like, where'd they all go? And they're sitting off to the side, having been removed from previous games. So there we get an install. Did you see if it was an agenda?
Yeah, I'm sure it's
under
4 layers. Yeah, why wouldn't you go start scoring something?
Yeah.
I mean...
Ooh, Maker's Eye again. He's got all the money in the world.
Okay, so this is interesting because my batter's going to die here. So
okay.
In a couple minutes here, so we're going to have to walk you through what happened. But he goes
self-modifying code.
Self-modifying code to go get another Ottman.
Right.
For the 3 and install a 3 Ottman.
Taking his money back.
I think he's saying I'm using the credit from Katie.
Or no, the BP credit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 'cause he's in the middle of the run, so he could use BP credits.
Both BP, yeah. There's 2 down. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, BP can be used in a lot of weird little places.
Yeah, because in the middle of the run, that's fine.
Personal workshop, maybe?
He had to pay the 2, though. He had to pay the 2 for the SMC first, right off, because you couldn't use that for that.
Yeah, you could. Because you're in the middle of the run, you got the money. Ooh.
Oh, he hits a snare, though.
Now, see, game, well, the game's not over, but I mean, at this point, you could false lead. Because I think he's got Scorched in his hand, and then Jamie's stuck with the...
yeah, but I don't know if he wants to forfeit the agenda, though, I think. But you're right. I think that would be the play, is because now he's down to 1 card, he's got a tag. Well, he has to have 2 clicks, though. I think he's on his last click.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he can't burn it.
False lead anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. So he's running on his last click here.
Ooh, load the tag. So you're gonna obviously maybe get a kill on Katie, kill his money source. Be one idea, because you can't kill him with Blastcrete out there unless he has a second Scorched Earth. I mean, do you draw a card and then kill Katie? Hope to draw a second Scorched Earth.
Oh, he draws a card, so he did have. He did have. He draws 2 cards. So he did it. It was his first.
And he clears the tag. So it was his very first click.
Wow, his very first click.
As soon as he drew, I think I would have false leaded.
Yeah. False lead him, and then you're down like, oh, what do I do?
Yep, you stuck with it. You kill Katie. You do, and I think he drew. I think he drew a second Scorched Earth.
Yeah, game over.
Yep, the game was over. Had the win. Gotta have faith in Waylon. But he still got the 1 in his hand.
He could have cleared the tag. Because he had 4 money.
Right. I think I would have. I mean, the smart play definitely would have cleared the tag.
But as soon as he took the card,
he took the card, be like, wait. False lead.
Yep. Your tag is sticking.
Yeah. Because he'd be dead.
Yep. That was a game. Kim could have had the win right here.
Yep. A little R&D, but of course he doesn't know he's going to draw Scorched Earth.
But he had 1, and Jamie only had 2 cards maximum.
He's got the Blastcrete though, so.
Well, so he'd have to.
So you blow up the Blastcrete.
Yeah.
Which could have been helpful. Either way.
And there goes Pro Con into the trash pile.
Poor professional contacts. Look at what you draw.
God, look at that. 2 Scorched Earths. Got a hedge fund, it looks like, so I'm sure he's going to play the hedge fund here. No, he advances.
He's going to
scores another false lead.
Oh, even more so, I would have false led last turn. Just in case, just to destroy the Blastcrete. Because then, when you get the next one, you could have just done the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea running false lead in there. I see the advantage to it, for sure. 15 credits.
Especially when you hit that snare. I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah, especially snare, false lead. Even if you're only destroying Katie, his money source is gone. You've slowed his game down.
Yeah, because typically when you take a tag, you typically don't clear the tag until the last click. And if you lose those clicks,
yep,
it could be toast.
I'd like to think if I saw my opponent with false lead, I'd be like, "Ooh, we're clearing the tag on click 2." But I know myself.
I'd
go,
bet the farm.
Yeah, I'd go about my turn and they'd be like, "False lead," and I'd be like, "Oh, whoops."
Oh, just a little
ice wall. But he's got the. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have a 0-point offense on that run. Offense good, but yeah, when you don't have the 0, because you had to go get a 3 because of you wanted to get in, you're kind of stuck. And he doesn't have any extra memory, so that self-modifying code in his hand is not going to get him a third Ottman. I mean, it could trash an Ottman to go get an Ottman, but
it's going to be expensive.
It's going to be expensive. You put the 0-point Ottman in now. I mean, he left his archives open. You can always hit that.
And Ken is just piling up the cash now.
Well, sure, he's got those three big pieces of ice that he's going to use to defend whatever he draws. Hey, we'll add another 6 credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like hedge fund. Restructured.
Hedge fund, restructured. Money.
Yeah, I think I had somebody start out with hedge fund, restructure. Didn't even place an ice.
Yeah, and they probably didn't have anything in their hand either, so.
It's like we went to Switzerland first.
Yeah.
Before we came to the game.
Access the bank account. Hedge fund, restructure, huh? So that's what, 10, 15, 21 credits on turn 1?
Yeah, and then they put down the 3 pieces of ice and it was game over.
Definitely keeping you out for the near future.
So if you notice, Ken's putting his cards out on the side of the table for Jamie to take, spreading them out to pick from.
Right.
So that's why you see him going up to the top there.
Gotcha. Hey, it works. The way they're not accidentally seen or anything, which makes it easier.
Yeah, Ken doesn't like to hold them because he can see them, so he always lays them out.
Yeah, you're like, don't pick the one on the left as you eyeball it. Yeah, that can be bad for you.
Yeah, that's why I always shuffle mine, not looking, just, try not to hold on to the one that may be important too.
I try to shuffle them all the time. I usually forget. Because if you're not shuffling them, then somebody's like, I'll run your hand. You're like, oh crap, I gotta shuffle now.
Alright, so he takes all the money again.
Clear Katie. What are we gonna do after clearing Katie? So he did trash.
So he did trash the Ottman, put the self-modifying code in. So this is where the camera starts being. Oh, yep. Sorry, we lost transmission here. But the final run summary. So he Maker's Eye again. He takes self-modifying code, goes get an Ottman, puts it in for 1 strength to break the ice wall, and then he already had the 3 strength for the wall of static. Hits a priority wreck, steals a priority wreck to win the game.
Gotcha.
For 7. Sorry, guys. But we didn't lose the second game.
Silly camera batteries. Electricity. So here we got Jamie and Ken again, of course, and since Jamie wins the first game, Ken's got to win this for the championship. Ken will be running Gabe, and Jamie's running his HB deck. So this will be fun to see. The interesting thing about this is if Jamie wins it, it actually puts him into a tie with other players who won their game, who also had 8 points. So it's important to win, but it won't give Jamie the championship. It'll force more rounds.
It would have forced a playoff.
Right, a playoff.
Yeah, it would have forced a playoff if Jamie would have won this game.
Whoops.
Whoops, yeah. Actually, and this was one of Jamie's first tournaments. I mean, he hasn't played that long, so I think give the nice mandatory shake hands.
Shake hands now.
Sorry, I just took a priority wreck on the last run.
Yeah.
Sorry, you only need 1 win.
Yep. But yeah, I was sitting here watching this, hoping because I had the 12 prestige from winning both my games, so I would have gotten to do the playoff. 2 other people would have too. It would have been a 4-player playoff.
Yeah.
But I get to see good old Gabe and just gotta love Gabe and all those little tricks.
Well, there's a little Eve campaign.
Yeah.
No money to trash it though, or you don't want to spend all your money.
I don't think you trash Eve until they res it. You gotta let them res it and waste their credits. So at least it's they spend 3, you spend 5, as opposed to they spend 0, you spend 5. Eli blocking HQ. Good place.
He's a great piece of ice. I mean, you can click through him, but I'll trade you clicks all day. You know, for a 3 strength barrier.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't want to give up 3 clicks on an account siphon. So.
No, is he 3 or 4?
Who? No, he's a 4 strength.
Yeah, 4 strength.
He's 4 strength, yeah.
Yeah. That's decent.
Yeah, he's good, but Gabe's got all kinds of toys. A little dirty laundry into the archives. Get some free money. I like dirty laundry. It's
you love dirty laundry. No, don't say you like it. You love dirty laundry.
It's easy mark. To an extent, it's easy mark, but at the same time, it can also be combined with a run, and then you get the run out of it too. So it's, a win-win situation.
Especially when you have Desperado.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're running HQ with Gabe.
Yep.
Wow.
That makes it a very good dirty laundry. I mean, you can even take a card too. So if only you could somehow dirty laundry account siphon, but
Yeah.
Can't have it.
Okay. All right. So you put installs over there. You imagine that's the Eve. It's got to be the Eve.
Probably. Yeah,
There's
like
the Caduceus. All right. So
Caduceus and HB. That's different.
We saw a lot of Caduceuses in a lot of decks out of faction.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like Caduceus for a lot of things.
There's Desperado.
Yeah.
Desperado.
I'm gonna check and make sure that is Eve.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Yeah, he's not gonna trash it. Yeah, he's definitely gonna make him res it. But
Yeah.
I do think you gotta check it because that would have been sneaky to be like, oh, he's gonna think it's Eve. I'm gonna float me an agenda.
Yeah, get you a nice beta test early.
Yeah. Well.
I don't see any agendas in this Jamie's hand.
No, so we get the res on Eve.
So costs him 5, gets 2 back.
This point, you're basically just going to force him to spend the 4. What'll be 4 credits to trash it. 4 credits in a click, because he'll get 1 back from Desperado. But, I mean, you got to trash Eve right away, or else you can't. I mean, it makes it harder and harder to trash her, and then they're just getting 2 free money for 8 turns. Well, 7 turns.
I know how you love to trash Eves once I get them rezzed in my HB deck. I mean,
hey, you gotta trash them. You gotta keep the economy low. I play Gabe a lot. You can get some burst economy, so keep the core poor. Things work out.
Yeah, I'm sure Ken's running account siphon. He's got to be.
Oh sure,
it's
Gabe. He's got account siphon. I'm sure he's got inside job. I mean, it's Gabe. I don't think there's anything strange in the deck. I mean, I imagine it's your...
Look at all those credits going back with Eve.
Yeah.
That poor Bioroid didn't even get any service time out of her.
1 turn, but that's not much.
I mean, you want to be taking that every turn. I mean,
oh, yeah.
that Bioroid was brand new off the shelf. It was not even touched.
Yeah, Gabe had to steal it and take it home. And...
Oh yeah, today we just saw the new previews and they got Alicia's toy box. Is it Alicia's toy box?
Yeah, let res anything for 3 clicks.
Oh!
Hi Wuton. Hi Archer.
Hi Eve campaign.
Sure, Eve campaign. I don't think you can spend 3 clicks to res an Eve campaign, but...
It doesn't cost you any money.
But it costs you 3 clicks. So,
Yeah.
So at a minimum it costs you 3 money.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I would toy box an Eve.
But it would be such a synergistic fit if you're reading any of the books.
Yeah, I haven't read the books yet. Oh, a toll booth too.
I'm gonna get those for you.
Yeah, actually, I think I have the 1 book.
Which one?
The original one, like that it's all based off of that you mentioned one day. I picked it up.
The free fall?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, let's get back to the game. Yeah. So anyway, Kid's running, hits a Caduceus out of faction.
Yep. Gives you one of those what? Kind of looks. He's gonna bump the trace. It depends on whether or not. Oh, he gets 3 money.
Yeah. So he took the money. He's gonna bump the trace, and Ken says, "Nope, too rich for my blood."
Yeah. Hopefully, I wasn't. I don't think it's an agenda, and I think if you don't bump it enough, then you're basically telegraphing it's not an agenda. Like if you tell me, hey, I could spend all 5 of my credits to get in here, it's probably not an agenda. Because why not just spend that 6th credit and then make sure I can't get in there?
Yeah.
Like
right, so then he puts Katie in. Well, so now he's got his economy working now.
Yeah, Katie is just wonderful for economy. We're gonna get a toll booth over R&D. I love toll booths. Not sure I'd put it in HB, but I love toll booths. They're so much fun.
Toll booths is a great piece of money.
Yeah, because most of the time it's gonna be 3 credits. I mean, definitely 3 credits. Usually 5. And then it pays for itself after a couple turns.
So he doesn't res it though.
Oh,
Ooh.
it gives up a priority wreck. Huh.
And he doesn't res Toll Booth. That's weird. He had
Maybe
the money to do it.
Yeah, and then he didn't score.
Oh! Back to back!
Jeez, that hurts. Now I bet you wish he res Toll Booth.
And he still doesn't.
Nope.
He's
well, yeah, after that, you're like, there can't be a third. Oh, look, a third. No. Well, that definitely hurt.
Ken's sitting in the driver's seat. He's saying, all I need is one win. Get me out of here.
Oh, I wonder why he didn't res Toll Booth. I mean, it was obvious that's not an agenda or he would have scored it last turn. Toll Booth keeps him out.
For sure.
Unless he inside jobs. And I mean, you generally aren't going to inside job R&D for one mystery card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
save those inside jobs when you know he's got one down on the floor.
Yeah. And it's not like he could run and shut it down. So
see, this is interesting too. He starts building out servers, you know, and not resing unless that's like Jackson.
Well,
is it like a Jackson sitting there?
I think he did that. He played that down there to get a free credit, and so then he could restructure. I mean, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it was a Jackson.
He's using Jackson to draw. Now, see, he should have drawn first, and then done all this other stuff. Because what if he had drawn a hedge fund? He could have hedge fund into it instead.
So he has to throw a card away too.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the click to use that subliminal in the same.
So he's gonna run again. Here
we're going to rest. Yeah, okay. We'll rest Toll Booth now. After we gave away 6 points, we'll res Toll Booth.
So if you notice, Ken forgot to put the credits on from all the successful runs. So he would have actually had 5 credits. It would have gotten down to 2 again or whatever, and he would have paid the Toll Booth tax. But anyway. It didn't really change things because he still would have been at 2 credits. But
balance everything out.
Because he ran 3 times last turn and got 3 credits, but he never took them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was counting them, but he didn't count them.
Gotcha.
So anyway, so he's not going to get through that piece of ice.
It's not anytime soon, and I can't imagine you're going to...
Alright, so he runs archives, gets credit back.
Hey, Wuton. He threw away Wuton. Maybe he's got another one in his hand.
Yeah, if I'm running Wutan, I'm running the Bayreuth Efficiency Center. I mean, that's the only way to get that thing rezzed.
Probably the Wayland one too. just cause.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, early res the Wutan is I could win a game.
Nothing better than putting Director Haas behind that too, man.
Until they inside job it.
Yeah. Okay, John.
Too,
yeah,
so.
it's happened. Yes, you've done it to me. Okay.
I love inside job.
That's why you put paper wall in front of that.
Yeah, that's true. Paper wall. Oh.
Or pop-up window.
Yeah, pop-up window.
Yeah. All right, so he's digging. Oh, I see an agenda there.
That's
Is that Minatory?
No, it's the Wuton one.
Oh, the
Project Wuton.
Project Wuton. Yeah.
Wow, it's another big agenda you don't see very often. Look, I wonder if he's running all 3s. I mean, that seems scary.
So I think he actually takes an extra credit here.
Yeah.
Because he installed once, he installed twice, and then I think he took an extra credit. That's why there should be 8.
Gotcha. Are you counting the credit he gets for engineering the future?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the piece of ice he installed was a neutral, and he still takes one. I think is what happens. But that's not a big deal. It's,
Gotcha.
Oh, here comes a sneak door beta.
Oh. Yeah, let me shuffle these first. Now you're like, you know what? I know you got an agenda now. You're shuffling them. We're going to lay them out. Yeah, one of these is an agenda.
Oh!
That one, in fact.
Oh! There it is. Accelerated beta. So quick, final. Ken gets the 1 win he needs.
Yep.
And so Ken is the champion. It was a good tournament. I mean, great people. A lot of fun. 4 rounds of Swiss, and we were able to make a champion out of that. But I think Ken was sweating it.
A little bit, yeah, especially after you lose that first one. I mean, that would have been awful to be number 1 and then suddenly end up 4th or whatever it would have been. But thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll be doing some more of these videos when we do our league night coming up in a couple weeks. So,
yep, we'll keep getting better.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying the videos, so let us know and drop your comments on YouTube.
Sure.
So look forward to seeing you guys next time. And this is Bob Picker.
This is John Sullivan.
Thanks very much.
Bye.